Good evening, ladies and gentles. Whoops. It says I'm playing Maple Story. Let me fix that. Yes. Hey, Scythe, I just crafted the Vanguard today. Cool Coal Miner King. Shout out to him. Just let people know in game, and that's right, I gotta tweet this out. Since there are no notifications. There we go. Hey, Jen. This is probably not going to be a very long stream. I want to actually play other games, believe it or not, today. But I want to get my dailies done. And then I got to do some maps up. And if time, I would love to play like Roblox or something. Hey, Nightshade. I don't know why Jubjub's barking, by the way. There's literally nothing going on. Like, she's just sitting in the other room like, why don't you listen to me? Why is no one paying attention to me? I'm sitting here all alone. That was your choice, Jub. Hey, Spocky. You have more viewers than Ninja. Oh, yeah, totally. I talk more than him. So I guess that's something. Wait, is there a freak already? There is. He's already in here. Look at this, Uggles. Ah! He's lagging me out. I'm also playing a way more skill-intensive game than Fortnite could ever be. No one can argue otherwise. Give me these items. Oh my gosh, what's happening to this game? Like, there's literally nobody by me. There's like one guy. I want to also, if I can, stream some VR games pretty soon. I don't really have it set up for that, though, but I figure I may as well just go for it because I love VR games and I want an excuse to play some of the newer VR games that I have. Meh. What you guys can look forward to, though, if I haven't already mentioned, is on the 25th, so that's going to be Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific time. I am going to be streaming... I'm still not entirely sure what I'm going to do with Resident Evil 2. I don't know whether or not I'm going to try and rush out a 1-hour video the day of release on top of having it as a daily series. The other option is I could just have it as, oh, if I have an episode recorded, I just upload it and that's that. But that of course is going to be very stressful if I do end up doing something like that. So I'll probably just opt out and go for the 1 hour a day video. But either way, I'm going to be streaming while I'm recording that so you guys can see it early. And then more than likely after I'm done with that on the 25th, I'll end up swapping over to Anthem. Because there's going to be that demo going on. Either way, hi to all the other people that I missed. Sorry to say that I missed you. Also, thanks, baby, for the bits. Appreciate it. Sucks I'm at school right now, but you made my day today with Trove. Can't wait to come home. Your videos, brother. Keep up the good work. Thanks very much, man. Yeah, finally we got a actual release date for the console update. Hilarious that, like, exactly as predicted. Like, even with them only doing it, like, what is it, like 2 weeks before the update hit? Like, come on, guys. Hey, Leroy. How do you get the points on your damage counter? I think that's a mod, actually. Oh, you mean the points? Yeah. That's just a mod, 100%. They're not. It's not as useful as you think. I mean, it's all right. I don't know. Hey, Max, what are you doing? You look thicker on Twitch. Oh. I don't know what that means. It's probably just my beard. I've been like, I haven't shaved in a while. Otherwise, you're probably just looking at my muscles because I'm swole. I was playing the, what is it? the Swole game on Roblox. The muscle simulator or whatever. So obviously I got pretty big. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Austin29, thanks for the sub with Twitch Prime, man. Really appreciate you. You're helping me buy all of the games because, oh my goodness gracious, Resident Evil's $80, Anthem's $80. Oh gosh. And then in March, I have a $3,000 bill for Jubjub's leg surgery. That's gonna be fun. My wallet's going to kill me. It's a good thing I haven't been spending much money on Trove, honestly. Wait, what? My bank is gone. I got Kingdom Hearts 3 and I'm getting Anthem and Devil May Cry 5 Deluxe. Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. You're yeah. Yeah, the 3K is not actually a joke. I keep making fun of it and I'm trying to treat it as a light situation, but basically Jubjub has this thing. Pugs are just notorious for having health issues. And one of the biggest things that they have usually is their legs end up giving out very quickly as they get older. Jubjub, unfortunately, is having issues with her knee right now. Now, it is a long-term issue, so it's not really a super big concern or anything like that right now, but of course would end up affecting her earlier than it should. And because of it, she's got to get knee surgery so that that can end up being adjusted. And basically, it's like every time she walks with her leg now, her knee pops, and that can end up leading to early arthritis. So, gotta do it. And we gotta do it in March. So, rip. Did you hear of Hightail? No. What's Hightail, man? It's not like I had a day one reaction video and we're talking about in our Discord all the time. No, why would you think that? It's only one of the most hyped games of all time. No, seriously, dude. I want Hightail. Give it to me. Yeah, I don't know. When does Devil May Cry come out, Max? Is that this month as well? Because I also realized that Metro Exodus comes out this month, which I don't think I'm going to grab. As much as I actually really love the Metro games, I don't think I can fit it into my schedule. Let me call Mr. Beast. Oh, okay, Spocky. Yes. Yeah, I'm not... That's right. I keep forgetting about Kingdom Hearts as well, because doesn't that come out this month? Oh, Devil May Cry's in March? Okay, good. Then I can wait. Maybe I'll get it. We'll see. The fact that it's multiplayer does excite me. But that's right. Kingdom Hearts is almost out as well. And that's one that... I mean, I personally don't know if I honestly want to play it, but I do think it would be a good fit for the channel. Kingdom Hearts is in a week. Oh, that's right. It's next week. Yeah. Also, Austin, what? PewDiePie or T-Series? Who cares? Sorry. What level are you? Maxed out, level 30. What do you mean? You can see it in the top left. And then Nez, I am not your fan. I'm just your loyal subscriber. I'm sorry, but I can't give up on Faffy. I don't understand. A loyal subscriber is a fan, isn't it? Isn't that the same thing? And plus, you can be fans of multiple people. Give me that qubits bar. I would recommend looking up Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep and Aqua Star. No. I don't care about that stuff. I would probably just get it. If it's anything like the old Kingdom Hearts, then I like it. But I'm not entirely sold on Kingdom Hearts. I mean, I say that, and I wasn't entirely sold on Anthem, but now here we go, and I'm getting more and more hype about it. No, I'm not good at this game, Bob Joe, which is a hilarious name, by the way. I have just been playing this game for a very long time, that's all. I'm probably the longest of this game. Does that make sense? That's the point. Oh gosh, I don't want to be in here, man. The longer we're in this dungeon, the worse. Could you invite me to your club? I'm not gonna be doing that during streams, I'm sorry. Dishwasher alert. Okay, Spocky. I don't know why my mod is attacking you, Nez. I guess he... Oh, right. Because Spocky is like tryhard in Fortnite. He's probably losing right now as usual. He's really bad at Fortnite, that guy. So, he's taking it out on you. I love how any chance I get, I just try to roast Spocky. Because he genuinely does get triggered. It's funny. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, where is... There we go. Wait, what? Why does this dungeon say... Okay, there was no X's on any of the skulls, and then it just suddenly decided to show up. Like, what? Said you should make a light tutorial. Rip, already did. Way ahead of you, man. It pays to look up my older videos. Or just look up, like, Scythe Plays Light tutorial or whatever. I don't know if that's... I don't even remember why I called it, but I do have a light tutorial. Hey, Shadow Cookie. What's up, man? Oh, hi, Merc. He's not actually here. It's just Mr. Boy. Just. Any of you guys console players, you guys hyped about the update coming out? It is cool. Even though this is the end game, this is it right here. Like you're seeing it firsthand. There's nothing to it. It's just more grinding. Takes a while to get to the point where you're actually doing damage in U10, but once you do it, then you're all good. See? That's how I know Spocky actually gets tilted, because every time I end up like just throwing out a very minor diss track about how bad he is at Fortnite, he immediately comes up with personal attacks. DMC5 has a demo coming early February if you're interested. Yeah, right. Is that on PC though? Because that's where I'd be interested in playing it. Wait, is it even on PC? I'm scared. Yeah, Max is actually weirdly good at Fortnite. I had a video that I never ended up uploading, unfortunately, because the new season ended up coming for Fortnite, and I was like, I don't want to upload this video because people will just end up complaining. Ah, it's not a recent video. But it was, you know the one, Max, where you ended up clutching out that guy and rocketed him in the face. Devil May Cry is coming to PC, but not the demo. The demo is Xbox and PlayStation. Okay. I'm lazy. I don't like hopping on my consoles. I should do it. Is this supposed to be a throwback to Aliens, by the way, this dungeon? That's what it feels like to me. What world are you in? What do you mean? Geode Topside, my man. Where have you been? See, there we go. Spocky, calm down, man. You seriously have problems. Like, that's how you can tell Spocky's genuinely bad at Fortnite, is that he thinks he's good and wants to, like, flex all over the place about it. Like, I'm way better than Spocky, actually, but I'll just openly admit that I suck at Fortnite because I, like, don't play it. Because otherwise, Spocky's one of those guys where every single time that he gets absolutely destroyed in Fortnite, he says, like, it's lag, or it was just a lucky kill, or... I'm just teasing, by the way. What, Mr. Boy? Was it you that was talking about when Anthem releases? I did tweet about it. So, with Anthem, if you pre-ordered the game, you actually can preload the demo right now. The demo is going to be available on the 25th. And it's going to be available for 3 days. This demo is only if you pre-order the game, but you are going to end up getting 3 friend invites. So 3 of your friends can end up getting codes and end up getting access to any version of Anthem. It doesn't have to be PC. Unfortunately, it's not cross-platform. I wish it was. But then on top of that, there is also going to be an open demo that everybody can end up experiencing February 1st. And that's going to be another one that's 3 days. And then on top of that, here they go. If you pre-order the game, you get to play the game a week early for the actual official release. Because everything right now in the demo is just going to end up getting re-rolled back. But either way, I'm going to end up streaming it anyways, because I do think that Anthem seems pretty cool. I'm not going to actually, like, I don't know. It's going to be fun to stream it. That's what I'm going to say. Like, I don't really care about all the hype around it. I just genuinely am excited to play a 4-player co-op game with my friends. That looks like Destiny, but better. Because it's third person. That single-handedly is already, like, really, really good for me. Because I like seeing my character, man. I mean, look, that's why I'm playing Trove. What mod do you have for the loot showing up at the bottom right? That's the item per hour tracker mod. I have a video that showed all the mods that I use, excluding a couple newer ones that I don't have, like, updated videos on. But mod videos are not really my forte or Fortnite because, yes, I just did that. Because I don't, like, I would just have to update it, like, all the time. Just play Gmod. Well, we were playing Gmod. Unfortunately, I didn't record any of it. But I've learned the errors of my ways. Now I pretty much just record anytime we're in multiplayer and just delete the footage if there's nothing good. Because, oh man, there was so much gold when we were playing Gmod. But I didn't record any of it. It actually sucks. It was so funny. Like, I was in tears at one point, and that does not happen often. Can you give me this to get better at Trove? What? Give me tips. What tips? What are you talking about? Ask me something specific. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much what I am. I'm the Wikipedia of Trove. Because I've played this game for too long. Are mods coming to console? I mean, they talked about it, but that was before everybody got fired, so I don't expect it. If mods come to console, I will honestly be surprised. Because it's just, I don't see it. I really don't see it. They already messed up pretty bad. Like, the Steam Workshop is already not really very well integrated. People like myself still use the Trove Source website to use all the mods. Okay, we're gonna go up top and then, okay, this guy's already done it. If you're gonna be going fast, because I'm not gotta go fast. Yeah, look, that guy's actually trying to rush dungeons rather than actually do what we're supposed to do. So I'm just gonna avoid him and go somewhere else. Yeah, there we go. Which is funny because he clearly, like, takes a long time to actually beat the bosses. He just lost his group. Whatever. That's a long wall of text there, dude. Yeah, I kind of got a quick summary of what you're saying, but I get it. I know, like, that's one thing that even I had to kind of accept moving forward, was that I couldn't have as personal a connection with my subscribers as my channel got a lot bigger. It was really hard for me, too. Like, I actually made, like, a video where I, like, borderline teared up, because it was, like, it was very, you know, it was hard. I've gotten more used to it now, but it just straight up, it was way too stressful trying to, because I was replying to everybody's comments and stuff, but it was just like, oh, can't do this anymore. Hey, cat. Wait, this dungeon's already done. Why am I even here? Who's this freak that's inside here? Scythe plays 1, 2, 3. If that guy's watching the stream, you should probably change your name, because otherwise I'm probably going to have to kick him from Team Pixel, because I don't want him tricking anybody just by having the name of association. But, yeah. PS4 player here. Will dismantling stellar gear that already have pearls give pearls? Yes. Yes, it will. Wait till the update ends up hitting. Ooh! Empyrean challenge, boys! Yay, we get to just stand still for 10 minutes. My favorite. I'm so bad at Trove. Yeah, me too, man. It's okay. No, I don't take that negatively at all, Nez. I know what you're saying. Like, I understand. Neon biome, hello? Like, what is this? There's barely anything here. What's happening? If somebody's actually got like a proper world for ramps, let me know, because I need it. You can only get ramps in Luminopolis, right? Or can you get them in Neon City? I don't know. It's been such a long time since I've seen any of them in Neon City, so I don't know. Yeah, I know, Jan. I did forget to mention, like, I saw him ask whether he should change his name, and I thought yes, but I didn't end up actually saying it. Where is this? U9? Okay, maybe this guy's got a proper group, because that's Shiro. He's usually good. Is this one of those good farms? Yeah, alright. Nice. Oh, I gotta tag the kill! There we go. Whew. Thank you for that one, Shiro. Good, I can be lazy. How do you feel about the development of Trove after U10? Is the content lasting for PC players at the moment? There hasn't been anything since U10, really, if that's what you're asking. I mean, we're gonna have that new event come out at the same time that you guys get it. I don't know, dude. Like, Trove is just going to be generally a very, very slow development cycle from this time forward, and I really don't know what's going to happen with it. I'll honestly be surprised if we end up having other big updates come to the game. I think this is probably going to end up being the last one. Oh, this is a really nice cornerstone, because it forces the boss into that corner, because that's the only way, that's the only elevator that they have set up. Oh my gosh, they have an NPC in here too. I don't even know how people do that. Freaks. Really convenient, but is Trove better than Fortnite? I mean, it's up to personal opinion. If you look at the statistics, no, nothing's better than Fortnite. The most boring game in the world is the most popular as well. Wanna know why? It's free. And for some reason, people love the Battle Royale formula, even though I hate it. Here's Fortnite. Here's Battle Royale. Let me just spawn into a world. I didn't get the gun that I wanted, and someone snuck up behind me and I died. Okay, I don't really know how far I can jump. Oh, I fell off a cliff and I died. Well, that's another 20 minutes of my life down the toilet. Oh man, I got a really nice advantage on this guy. Oh man, I'm sneaking up behind him. I almost got him, I almost got him, I almost got him. Oh, he just built a big wall in front of his face, and then I got wrecked by somebody from behind. That's Fortnite. I can't stand it. Like, I know that people are fans of it and they can go right ahead and do it, but I actually don't understand it. Like, it's so boring to me. Maybe I'm too old school. I don't know. Battle Royale is like Hunger Games. I actually do like, to be fair, I do like Hunger Games in Minecraft because it's a lot quicker and the maps I feel are a lot tighter. Like, the biggest thing that actually does it for me, even in Fortnite, it's not that I'm against the Battle Royale game mode or anything like that. I kind of like it. But I want a smaller map, and I want no building. I can't stand the building. To me, it just throws everything out of the bus. Yes, that was a weird pun on the battle bus. Why did we only get one ramp? I guess I didn't tag that first boss in time. That's kind of stupid. Dumb game. Is this, does this guy actually want us to do ramp challenges? Defeat enemies in Luminopolis. Weird flex, but okay. Yes, I know about Spellbreaker. I have actually played it. You can actually get into Spellbreaker's beta very, very easily. What is going on? Is there a boss secretly here, or is it just not spawning? Like, this is weird. But yeah, Spellbreaker, guys, basically is a really exciting Battle Royale type of game. There we go. that actually has graphics very similar to Breath of the Wild, so it's kind of cartoonish 3D, and I really, really like it. But the thing that's so cool about it is that your characters are magic characters, and you kind of end up getting this gauntlet that is going to be a certain element, so maybe you'll be able to cast a lightning storm, for example. But double that with the fact that you can grab 2 gauntlets, and the second gauntlet can combine with the other one. So you might end up having a poisonous cloud with your other one, and you can throw that down. Big poison cloud AoE, shoot some lightning into it, suddenly it's electrified and doing way more damage. And a lot of really cool things, like if you end up having an ice gauntlet, you can throw an ice trail in front of you and slide down it and get a nice clutch kill. Like, it actually seems really, really hype. The only reason that I haven't covered it or anything like that is because it's in closed beta right now, so I'm not allowed to cover it. Otherwise, I would actually do videos on it, and it's pretty cool. The game itself, personally, I would prefer to have private games. I guess that's another reason why Fortnite is just not appealing to me, is because I want to play private games, man. I don't really care for public. Like, I either like playing it with my friends. Usually I like playing against bots, that's why. Or if I'm playing with, like, a group of random, like, well, not random, but just people. Like, it's like if I was playing with you guys in a Fortnite match, then I would be like, oh, okay. I wouldn't get as triggered when I die. Save the world. Yeah, I know. Lots of people always talk about it. Save the world to me is... it's just shy of being what I want it to be. I'd prefer Save the World if it was like a progressive open world rather than being level based. But that's just me. Was it you that covered Battle Royale? I did cover that one, yes. They did end up giving me a key to that. That I won't play it just because I suck at League games, but I think Battle Royale is probably the best actual Royale game. Like, it's not going to end up getting that much rep, but basically it's going to end up being a League type of game in the Battle Royale sense. And I actually think that is amazing. Like, even if Fortnite ended up having something like that. Like, it's cool that Fortnite is kind of adding NPCs and zombies here and there, but I want them to be around the map and give you temporary buffs and stuff like that. Like, I want League of Legends, but the map is a little bit bigger, and it's Battle Royale as a third-person shooter. That, to me, would just be so tight. Because then it would actually be, you know, kind of competitive instead of a walking joke. I'm not saying you can't be very skilled at Fortnite. You can be very skilled at pretty much every game. But throwing yourself just one random player amidst hundreds of others is just like... it's like playing Phantom Forces. You're just fighting a bunch of little kids, so you're going to end up getting top 10. Any tips for farming dragon coins? Unfortunately, there aren't very many ways to get around how grindy dragon coins are if you're a free-to-play player. I already talked about all the ways that you can end up farming dragon coins in my dragon tutorial video. And even though that video is over an hour, keep in mind that the first 5-10 minutes is talking about dragon coins, and then the rest of that video is just showing how you get every single dragon. So you could even just watch that first beginning of it. Does Draco actually attack faster than Shadowhunter with Clash Gem ability? They do the same amount of ticks, I'm pretty sure. The difference is that with your Clash Gem on Draco, you got your little babies going on. And the way that Rampage bosses work is they work the same as Pinatas, so no matter what, they always take one hit every second. So as we're tagging this guy right here, I'm throwing down on my babies so that each of us is doing an individual 1 extra damage, and then I'm also using the subclass ability of the Shadowhunter on my Draco, because if that ends up proccing, it's essentially going to end up acting like a burning effect and doing even more damage to the Rampage boss. So Draco's the best for actually doing Rampages. You can use Shadowhunter with the Draco subclass ability, and that's going to be a similar effect, but then you're not going to have your Draco babies giving that extra DPS. It doesn't matter, it's just a little bit of optimization for ramps. There are timestamps in the comments of that video as well. Okay, Jan, yeah, good. I was wondering if people were going to end up adding more and more timestamps. I'm glad, because I know that I kind of messed up and didn't put timestamps for each of the dragons like I wanted to. But I, most of all, was just focusing on making a definitive dragon video. Oop, I got the doorbell, but I'm sorry, I can't answer it right now. Me busy. What's the best subclass for Neon Ninja? Let me see. The best subclass for pretty much everybody is just... Well, it depends. I guess I would say Lunar Lancer. Because then you can end up triggering that, and it's just going to give you more movement speed. And that's kind of all the Neon Ninja is about. I mean, you're not really going to be using him for ramps or anything like that. I want Fort to make a scythe. There is actually a scythe in Fortnite. A scythe weapon. I ended up getting it and a couple of the other Halloween items because I actually really like them. I got that cool, like, pumpkin head Nightmare Before Christmas type of guy. And then I never made any more videos of Fortnite. I do, like, to be fair, guys, I do want to reinstall Fortnite eventually. Like, as they end up adding more and more interesting features, I do want to play it. Like, I do kind of like the idea of the custom arenas. I think that that's really, really cool. I just haven't had time for it, and I don't care. I'll go back to it eventually. It's kind of the same as with anything that I play, like even with Warframe. You're right, Jan. Excuse me, a real Twitch streamer would go answer the door in the middle of streaming. Yes, and then I would hit you with like a 3-minute ad. But no. I'm not going to answer the door. I don't care. I'm pretty sure they left like right away as well anyway. Is there a tutorial to get the Vanguard? I do have tutorials on the Vanguard, yeah. He was like a year ago. That's why there's no like recent video. But I do have a video that talks about all the ways you can get the Vanguard and stuff. I should make an updated one, but what does your base look like in Trove? Oh, you mean my Cornerstone? That's a good question. I haven't used my Cornerstone in a million years. I should do an updated video of my Cornerstone. We can't use Cornerstones in Geode Topside. That's right. Okay, I'll hop to U9 just for kicks. I'm wondering, like, if that was like a delivery or a package or something, because it seemed like they just rang the doorbell and then they left immediately. Usually that's what happens. Where's the Cornerstone, man? We got terrible generation here. What's going on? Ugh, this game. What's happening? I'm scared. Well, I guess I'll go over to this undead biome. They usually have a lot of houses. Donate 100k flux and I'll pour Gonda for sure on PS4. I don't have any money on PS4. I don't play console Trove anymore, dude. I haven't played it for years. I want a Trove event on Fortnite where they add a Pixel Knight person. Oh, like invaders? That would kind of work in Fortnite, I think. And then if you kill them, you would end up getting like some type of buff or just items. Oh yeah, it's just my old Cornerstone. So funny enough, this Cornerstone used to be a lot more hype, but unfortunately, this game is a broken mess. So the top of your Cornerstone often just ends up getting cut off randomly, and you can end up sending a ticket in for them to fix it. Now, they did end up fixing it more recently for me because it's happened like 3 times for me. But the reason my roof just kind of looks like this is because I just threw it together. Because when I sent a ticket and told them, okay, can you fix my Cornerstone? Then they're all like, well, we can, but if we end up fixing your Cornerstone, we're going to have to roll back your entire account. Which, they don't have to roll back your entire account. They can just roll back your Cornerstone itself. They're just lazy because it requires a little bit of extra effort. But it sucked because it means that I lost my cool floating island. I lost my Game Breaker cannons that were on top. And it was just like, I don't want to rebuild that. Like, I'd be rebuilding it from memory or something. Can I link my console account to PC? No, unfortunately. You can't even, I wish that at the least they would have like what Warframe does with the Nintendo Switch, where you could do like a one-time conversion of your console Trove account to the PC version. But we're talking about a game that was originally designed by Trion Worlds, and their mentality is, if you're going to swap to PC, we want to get more money out of you. even though that's not how the real world works. And thus it showed, because Trine Worlds went bankrupt. So just stupid business decisions by some moron that was in charge of that company. That's just one of many. There's many examples of things that they just outright did wrong. But just as a prime example, I mean, what was it? The new Defiance, where they actually remade. That would be like them essentially making Trove again with better graphics. Nothing else changed. Not a better game engine, nothing else. Just better graphics, and then nothing carries over from Trove 1. That's what they did. And then on top of it, because they were desperate to get as much money out of that dying franchise as possible, they decided to add premium servers where you had to actually pay a sub fee just to play the game. But the difference was that there wasn't a cash shop, which in a lot of ways, honestly, is cheaper. If you're gonna main Trove, it would honestly be a lot cheaper if there was just subscription-based model instead of all the other junk that you gotta buy, but whatever. What's your base physical damage on Vanguard? I don't know, it's enough. Let me take a peek. I'm rocking 151k, which is pretty much the par average that you want to have when you're fully maxed out. Even if you have it a little bit more, then well. No, don't say that. They will do it. No, I'm talking like, we're already paying for Patreon anyway, Stratus. Just that, and then just remove all the cash shop stuff. Patreon should actually give you a daily amount of credits. Who's with me? Because I think that would balance out the game a lot more. Or if they just ended up making credits outright a tradable resource, I think that would be really good. I honestly want Anthem to make me quit Warframe. I'm with you, Max. I want it to make me quit Warframe too. Oh, wait. No, Warframe's just kind of an off and on game for me. I am hoping, like, the devs actually seem to have a pretty good idea of what they're doing for the endgame of Anthem. If you haven't checked out the recent dev streams on the Anthem YouTube page, Max, I would actually recommend you do it. They're like 40 minutes each, but I would genuinely recommend that you do it because they show some of the endgame content, and it actually looks really good. Because they just basically make the enemies scale in difficulty as well as there being more enemies. So you can take on these legendary contracts. This is pretty much the end game of Anthem, where essentially it makes the entire mission more difficult, but you're gaining more currency, more resources, and higher chances of getting masterwork weapons, which are the rarest items in the game. And rather than Warframe, where they focus on mods, it seems to me like Anthem is focusing more on getting like legendary weapons, and I personally like that more than Warframe. It's kind of the same as Trove. Trove I can use as a prime example as well, where I hate the gem system. It's a great iteration, or a great addition, I mean, to the game for sure, because it adds a lot more complexity to the systems, because without the gems it was pretty basic. But what I don't like about the gems, and what I even don't like about the crystal gear, is that it doesn't change any, like, there's no visual changes, there's no change in your character, it doesn't make you look stronger, it just increases your numbers. Like, you just end up doing more damage. And to me, that's like the least amount of effort a developer can ever do to end up making you feel progression, you know? And with Anthem, it's kind of the same mentality as Borderlands or Destiny 2, where at least you're getting weapons that look cooler, that look different, and you're going to end up having that reflected with the damage on top of it. Who knows what's going to happen with all of the vanity items and stuff like that, because apparently Anthem has a cosmetic shop, but who cares? Oh, his map's up, maintenance over, finally? Jeez Louise, good. So I can end up streaming that pretty soon, because we already got our daily out of the way, but... People don't realize, too, I say it every time we go in here, this is pretty much the best dungeon in the game right now for U10, because there's just so many enemies. There's one more dungeon, but it's not as common. The giant Stargate. That one, I think, has even more enemies, or at least they're all closer bundled together, because every single enemy has a chance of dropping Stellar, Crystal, whatever. Like, every enemy in here acts as a boss enemy. basically. All right, I'm just gonna go for this 5-star. Never mind the mob. I'm scared. Is it possible to get the Sun Moon Aura pack more than once? I don't know. That's a good question. There's a little bit of a trick you can do where if you go to the Trove website, log into your account, you can actually get a lot of the packs again that you're not supposed to be able to buy from the in-game store. So maybe it's there, but I wouldn't think so. I'm pretty sure it's just a one-time purchase again that you just can't end up getting, but some of the packs will end up actually being in there, yes. Actually, after this dungeon, I'm gonna hit you guys up with a longer ad. If you guys got ad blocker, I would suggest you turn it off if you want to help me out, because you're not gonna be missing anything. I just want to go check the door and see if there's a package there or anything. How do you get that Vanguard costume, and is Vanguard good right now? Well, Vanguard's always been good. It's one of the best, I would argue. I think it's the best farmer just because Neo Ninja is technically faster, but you kill things more consistently with the Vanguard because you have higher output of damage regularly. But then on top of that, you can actually look forward instead of backflipping everywhere like an idiot as the Neo Ninja. That's just my own opinion, though. Honestly, play the character that you enjoy. But U10's gonna kind of give you a run for your money if you're on console, dude. Just because it's it scales like Ultra Towers. And the more light you have, the more damage you're going to end up actually doing to these idiots. I think it would be cool if you bought a Portal Knights server. You don't need a Portal Knights server. You just host a game and have people join up. I think you can get a server, but even though Portal Knights is a great game, and I have kind of been looking for an excuse to replay it, I don't have the time to do that right now. I did end up replaying it once already, since the newer updates, but I didn't end up actually recording it or streaming it or anything like that. I wasn't really streaming that much at the time, even though it's a fantastic game. It really is. But it didn't add really enough substance. Like, the end game of Portal Knights is the same as the beginning of the game. You basically just run the same dungeon over and over again, hoping to get a rare drop, and then you have to get like tons and tons of resources in order to craft that rare drop. I want Hytale. Yes, me too. If you haven't already, sign up for the beta of Hytale. They actually put out codes, or not codes. No, they didn't put out codes. Don't get overly hyped for Hypetale. That's what we'll call it from now on. They put out emails saying you got accepted into the beta. That's it. I have 91 movement speed on Vanguard from gear, 17 on each thing. Should I change that? My movement speed is at 99, so you're not far off if you end up just getting higher levels of crystal. But honestly, I personally just rock the subclass ability of the Knight, because then that gives me 120 movement speed. And you need 25k power rank on your Knight to end up getting the highest benefit of the movement speed buff, and then you get 120 movement speed while on a mount. Now, technically, you can get higher movement speed with the Vanguard by triggering your number 1. That's going to throw our movement speed up to 129, so technically this is faster than me being on a mount, but it's not as consistent because it's already run out, so I would have to have my cooldown up. So that's why sometimes you can end up using a chrono emblem to counter that, but I don't really use that because I want the extra damage for when we're in U10. And then on top of that, you can end up having your Pyro Disc trigger and your Vampire Cosmic Gem trigger. Wow, look at that RNG. We got 1 crystal too. Oh my goodness. The armor mod, by the way, yeah, somebody asked earlier, sorry I didn't answer, is the Igneous Draco Lich or something like that? Where is it? Yeah, Ignite Draco Lich. So this costume's actually already been accepted into the game. It was accepted into the game like a year ago or something like that, and the devs just haven't put it into the core game yet. So eventually this will end up getting in game so everybody can experience it, but nope. Anyways, I'm gonna hit you guys with a longer ad here, so if you don't have ad blocker, or if you don't see the ad, well, rip, you're just gonna be staring at my screen for 3 minutes. did get a package, you guys. I got another munch pack. Hey, it's me. Look. I'm a goblin man. Meow, 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 meow. Who was that? Do I not get ads because I donated nubblies? Maybe. Make that a clip, Stratus. Do it for me, man. Making Twitch clips is so much easier than the YouTube clips. I just don't do it because I'm not used to doing it. Yeah, I have a girlfriend. She's in the vlogs as well as real life unboxing videos. Just look at my recent Aki Bento box. I have a couple unboxing videos I still gotta edit with her, but... Edit with her? I mean, edit myself, and she's just in those. 17 movement speed on each. It's from Crystal 1, so if I get Crystal 2, how much movement speed would that give each maxed out? I'm not exactly sure. You get 20 on the Crystal 3, so I think it's like 18 or 19 on Crystal 2. Honestly, I don't really remember. I have the screenshots of it, but... Oh, hey. Is this from the tomes, or is it Gem Day? Oh, it is Gem Day. That might be... No, that's not from my tome. Huh. Good. What the... That was a left click. Why did it do that? Why was it trying to eat itself? That's weird. Time to turn on the mod I don't like. Enhanced UI so that I can do this. It's faster, trust me. Ah. There we go. I needed to also turn on the Gawkbox thing. So in the odd chance that you guys were donating through Gawkbox, now you'll actually show up in the video. If you were, which I don't think any of you guys were. Oh, Shadow Bro. It's been a while since I've been on at the same time as you. Yeah, it has. I'm not going to reply to you in-game, I'm sorry to say. Shadow Bro's an old school player, dude. Hey man, streaming on Twitch, so won't reply. Did we get all this stuff, by the way? Good, somebody's been keeping on the ball with all these merchants and junk. Yes, Max, I've already talked about that. But yes, we can end up streaming and recording Anthems, even though it says it's a closed beta. It isn't really, it's just an overglorified demo. Also, we get some prime currency for cosmetics. Ooh, cool. Do 3-star lesser gems exist? They start with 2 stars, I'm pretty sure. Right? But now, when the U10 update hits for console, anyway, they change the gems up quite a bit. If you are on console, I would recommend that you brush up on my most recent gem tutorial video, because it explains the gems very much in depth, but on top of it talks about how the U10 update changes it, because it's quite different in a very, very good way. Basically, gems are broken up into either generating with physical or magic damage, and that's it. You can't randomize a magic gem to a physical gem. And then on top of it, what else was it? Just the fact that they can't generate with 1 or 2 stats anymore. They will always end up having 3. The price of the cosmetic items is decreased as well, so we'll be able to get more. Okay, cool. That's nice. So we'll be able to see which cosmetic items that we actually want to get for Anthem. I'm excited for that. That's cool, man. The Twitch clip system is being really laggy and is stuck at 100%. Oh, good. That's what I like to hear, man. The internet being gross. Let's go do this 2-star, or 3-star. 2-star, 3-star, who cares? It's all the same, right? Even though there's a bunch more back there, but whatever. Whee! Ah! What's happening to me? Give me Nintendo Direct, please. I want to stream while I'm watching that so that I can have my reactions to it when they announce Metroid 4 and actually show a trailer for it, please. What's the fastest way to get crystalline core? Quite literally just... Oh no, the crystalline cores. I thought you meant the forge fragments. Forge fragments you get from loot collecting crystal gear, and the crystalline core, there is no fast way of getting it outside of being pay to win. It's actually stupid. Like, the devs screwed up a lot. Because basically... Oh my gosh, somebody next to me is really, really laggy. This is why I work alone. Basically, the way that it used to work is 5-star dungeons actually used to use, you know, the timer that they ended up spending a whole lot of time developing. Where if you ended up completing a 5-star dungeon within 30 to 45 seconds, you would end up getting a whole bunch of lesser cash, which would end up giving you the crystalline cores. Now they've changed that. I don't know why they changed that on the live server. It's actually disgusting. I think it's just because the devs are morons and think that people are going to be spending more money on this game if they keep making decisions like that and time gating stuff. Because now the way that it works is you can only get a limited amount of the gold reward for a 5-star dungeon and the silver reward, and then you can get infinite of the bronze reward, which is just completing a 5-star dungeon anytime, and then you end up getting 1 crystalline core, or should I say 1 lesser cash, which on average is going to give you 1 crystalline core. Sometimes it can give you like 10 at a rare, which technically it's good because it's not like, because it's not time gated and it is farmable, but it's pretty, like, that's kind of gross. The reason why is because, of course, they have a new cache in the store, which I spent like maybe $100 on, which might seem like a lot to you guys. It's not. As far as Trove is concerned, I haven't spent that much money on this game within the last few updates. And even with that, like, it's like that $100 did not go very far. I was able to upgrade 1 set of my Crystal 3. 1 set. So they want you to spend $100 times, what is it? 16 classes, I think? Or 15? 15 or 16? So, no thanks. And that's just to level up your crystal gear. Let me show you this, okay? Because there's more areas you can spend the crystalline cores. I've seen a couple people that have spent like $800 on the caches, and it's just like, why? It just literally gives you only a little bit of extra mastery. Honestly, if you're going to spend money, spend it on credit pouches, because then you can sell those in the shop, and then you can end up getting flux, and then hopefully you can just end up buying the tradable versions of these mounts and stuff, because the tradable versions of these mounts and allies is dropped from those Geode caches. Same with all the costumes and stuff. But the biggest kicker out of it is not only that these cost like tons and tons of crystalline cores, like it's ridiculous spending the amount of crystalline cores on these on top of trying to level up your crystal gear, but the Geode style stash, which the devs clearly showed that they have an IQ of below 50 because the math on these is just outright wrong. Like there's a what is it? I got a piece of paper here. I always refer to it. Come on, there it is. So there is 122 new styles related to the Geode stuff here, right? So that means these resources times 122 for 122 mastery. So you need, even the crystal alone, which is gotten from the Geode caves, you need 122,000. Okay. For Viridian right here, which that's still, you know, let's take a peek. What's Viridian going for? 3 each. Okay. Next was 3.5. So let's just look. 500, or not 500. That's 3 times 61,000. Okay, that's not that bad, actually. That's only like 200k. Still, you get my point, because as soon as we end up getting down to the crystalline cores, suddenly we need What is it? How much do we need? 6.1 thousand crystalline cores. That's a lot of money. Or like a year worth of non-stop 5-star dungeon grinding. Because you only get from 5-star dungeons, not the 1 stars, not the 3 stars, like, whew. And it's all just for 122 mastery. No, not worth it. Yeah, I'd be able to have a little bit of extra PR, 2 more, if I ended up getting all of that stuff and then ended up getting the Rampage challenges out of the way, the Rampage badge. And then what? So I could make one video that talks about how I'm the strongest in the entire game. Again. And it's like, why? I'm not gonna waste my wallet on that. I've got other things I can spend my money on. Other games. Like, no thanks, dude. Yeah, the rant's over. I can't stand it. Like, anytime I get the chance to talk about it, I want to keep on pushing the fact that those Geode styles are actually broken. The devs need to change them. But they just refuse to. It's like when an update goes live, as far as the devs are concerned, it's done. They don't want to change it anymore. They don't want to touch it. They don't want to do any extra work. And further than that, they don't want to admit that they messed up. Like, no thanks, guys. Top this with, again, if you were crafting all those costumes and everything like that, and if you were forging up all of your crystal gear, like, you just can't. You literally can't afford it. Like, it's just crazy. No, it's not constant ads, Nokia. I just hit you with a 30-second one. So is there a way I can get crystalline cores with paying? Yes, of course. Of course you can. That's where these come in. The Geode Topside caches, which is only worthwhile if you end up getting the 33 pack, because then you get the glowing box, because otherwise the normal boxes themselves, they don't have a karma bar or anything. It's super duper difficult to end up getting any rare drops out of these, but basically these give you crystalline cores. That's pretty much the prime resource that they give you. So, but again, you need to spend like upward from $1,000 probably in order to end up getting everything out of this update. Maybe 500 if you're lucky and get really good drops, but what are your favorite wings? Let's take a peek. What are my favorite wings? The Stormcaller wings are beautiful. The Light Peg, Dark Pegasus, probably the Dark Pegasus wings. I think those are probably the coolest. I like the Wind Tunnel, which is really lazy, but I do like it. And then Wings of Wizardry, and then the Hot and the Red Hot and White Hot wings are really, really fun too. I should probably make videos on all my favorite things, but whatever. Random question. Who's your favorite character in Smash Ultimate? That's a good question. It depends what I'm feeling. I like Ridley. I like Cloud. I like, not Simon, Richter, Belmont. Pretty much all the characters that I play in Smash are the characters I enjoy. But then sometimes I just feel like playing a random guy. Like the video that went up today where I was playing Ganondorf. That was just for fun. Why is the chat not blurred, by the way? Is it not? It should be. Let me double check. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. That's, okay. That's just the game being stupid. Or not the game, just, what is it? Where is this? Yeah, okay, I see. Stupid. Display number 1? No, that's the wrong display. That's my Discord. Whatever. I can use that to censor it out, I guess. Oh well. I mean, it's gonna look kind of stupid, but whatever. So that's just Streamlabs acting up and being dumb. Normally the way that it does it is with OBS and even Streamlabs, it's very inconsistent, where basically what I have in the background in order to blur out the chat is I have a lower res version of Trove running on the screen at all times, and I just crop that down to only cover the chat. So basically it just makes the screen blurry. I can play Anthem from the morning. Oh, okay, Nokia, you're scaring me. How much games do I play? Not that many. Honestly, like, I pretty much exclusively play whatever games I make videos of. If I'm not recording it, I don't tend to play it for very long. Like recently I ended up getting Enter the Gungeon. I did one stream of it. I haven't been able to play it since, just because, you know, all these other videos take priority. If I had the extra time, yeah, I'd love to actually play it more, but I don't know. There's not that many games that I play in my extra time, because usually my extra time is spent just grinding random things, or honestly just watching videos of new games. Recently I've just been watching a lot of speedruns of the 2018 Games Done Quick charity event, and that's always a lot of fun for me. But speedruns generally are like an hour long, so it's like I'm watching a bunch of long movies. Hey Kaiser, how's it going, man? Yeah, no, Mr. Boy, that's the thing. You can only get the Geode styles from those Geode style stashes. Like, Deb's messed up. Watch. Hide collected. Here's all my uncollected. Just all the Geode Topside stuff. For some weird reason, you can't just loot collect and get those styles. Like, it's pretty ridiculous, dude. I don't know why. It would make sense, wouldn't it? Like, if you could end up just loot collecting, like, all the shadow items and stellars and stuff that I've been getting from Geode Topside, those should be loot collected into all of these, but nope. It's just so expensive. It's just not worth doing. Like, it really sucks, too, because it's holding me back. The only things I'm missing in the entire freaking game right now is the Geode-style stashes, and then all these dumb Rampage challenges. I gotta do Rampages 200 times, and I'm only at 90. Ugh. Like, I'm not even halfway to getting that badge. Like, it's too time gated though, and I can't be bothered to log in every single time that there's a Rampage. Like, I'm busy doing other stuff, you know? Back in the day when Trove was the only game I was playing, sure, but I'm just gonna get that badge slowly over time. I don't want to grind it. I'm already pretty burnt out as far as grinding specific badges when I was doing the Shadow Tower badges, dude. Because that was just like, whew. 300 ultra runs of Dread, 300 hard runs of Dread, and then another 300 for Hydra, hard and ultra. Because for some reason the ultra badge doesn't count towards the hard one. Like, okay. You could be power rank 34050 if you got everything in the game. Yeah, because the getting mastery levels gives you 2 power rank, and I'm missing what is that, like less than 200 power rank, or less than 200 Trove mastery, I mean. And if I ended up getting the badges alone from the Rampage, that would already be 180, and then another 120 from the Geode stashes, and then I would have one more mastery level, and then I would have everything in the game. But I don't want to spend the money on the crystalline cores, dude. Like, I just can't be bothered to do it. I mean, that said, it's like, I don't know. Because it's like, I don't know whether or not I want to start crafting the Geode style stashes, because it literally, like, it would take way too long to end up actually getting all of it. That it's like, I don't know if I want to do that now or wait and see if they're going to nerf it. Because they're not going to compensate us if they nerf it, which they're not going to nerf it because it is stupid. Thanks, Minecraft03, who subbed with Twitch Prime for 4 months in a row. I know I got to change my badges for you guys here on Twitch. I'm lazy. I'm sorry. What can I say? Nokia saying, can we play together on Friday for Anthem? Yeah, I mean, with Anthem, it's pretty much just going to be first come, first serve, Nokia. Otherwise, I want to have... I'm not going to play it with Critter, just because while I'm streaming, I want to actually have people that I can be communicating with. Nothing against Critter, but I'm going to be streaming it. So, that said, I'm not going to be able to catch Anthem as soon as it goes live, because I'm probably going to record like an hour of Resident Evil, and then I'm going to have to edit and upload that video right away. Then I can take some time to do Anthem, and then later in the day, I'm just going to non-stop record Resident Evil so that I can have it as a daily series, and I'm going to have like an hour-long video every day. It's ridiculous what you have to do to capitalize on games in this day and age. Like, yikes. Because otherwise, nobody's going to watch the series. Honestly, I would probably be better off having 20-minute videos of Resident Evil and just uploading them as soon as I have them. But doing something like that is way too stressful. Like, no thanks. But yeah, Critter, don't worry. We'll play Anthem together, obviously. I mean, there's enough of us that we're all going to play it anyways. Yes, I do still owe Critter like 6.1 mil in MapleStory. I'm getting close to being able to actually pay that off, by the way, Critter. I keep forgetting to tell you. How much flex do I have? It doesn't matter. Scythe, is it truth that you are a professional Twitch streamer? I mean, I get a little bit of extra cash from doing Twitch. Every bit helps, right? No, I'm not making enough to have a full professional living. Not by any means. Twitch pretty much just pays for like maybe 1 or 2 games a month. That's it. That's all there is. Twitch keeps telling me to announce they have a 3-month sub badge. Yeah, go for it, Stratus. Do it. I mean, eventually, like, I want to start streaming on Twitch more regularly, obviously. Now I'm finally starting to get ahead of my YouTube schedule, so I can actually do this, because basically, the way that it works with Twitch is, unfortunately, I have to have these videos exclusive to Twitch for 24 hours. I kind of bend that a little bit, but it's close enough. Where, for example, I'm streaming this Trove today for you guys, and I'll probably have this stream go on YouTube tomorrow at 7 a.m. my time, and there's a video. Right? I'm sorry to the people that keep asking for invites, by the way. I know I'm lazy and haven't been inviting you. How many tones do we have left? Maybe we should get all of them this run? I don't know. Oh, excuse me. I've already kind of been up all night, but I want to try and change to a day shift for Anthem and Resident Evil. Now, that's the thing. If Resident Evil has problems, because usually that's been happening a lot lately with Steam games, is it's like, oh, the new game just came out. Just kidding. It took like a whole other extra day before the game was released publicly, which isn't going to happen with Resident Evil because it's a AAA game. But if there's complications, then I might just hop on Anthem right away. Oh gosh, every time we join these new worlds, it's so laggy. Like, give me a break, dude. That's the other thing too, like, gosh, console players, you guys getting hyped for this, right? Getting hyped for the lag? You gonna do other streams today, or is this it? I'm gonna do MapleStory. Probably just gonna be my daily stuff. It's just gonna be boring, but we'll be able to hang out together. I mean, that's just Twitch streams in a nutshell, right? Just doing the most monotonous task possible. So I'm okay with it. But it's the biggest thing is, it's like I want to have more like exciting MapleStory videos, but what can I say? The game's just not exciting right now. That's just it. Oh my gosh. Okay, where is this idiot? He's like on one of these other floors. Ah, this is probably him. It's one of these guys. Right? Ugh. Oh my gosh, the lag. Did they get them all? Yeah, there we go. Jeez Louise, these dungeons. Devs, fix your game. Yeah, I'll stream Maps app, and then maybe I'll stream some Roblox with you guys after. I'll probably be in the mic chat, like in our Discord, just a public one, so you guys can join up and we can all be yelling. No promises. I would just like to, if I can, because again, I gotta change to a day shift, and I want to like pump out some videos, because I've got like 2 weeks worth of Roblox videos recorded. I just don't want to edit them right now. Because it's a lot to go through. And I'll probably end up being lazy. Oh, we got 8 people here. I gotta go to D&D. We're not getting loot. But, for example, with the video I just put up about me and Merc doing Mafia in Roblox, I don't think I'm going to have time to edit the other videos to that degree. That one was just kind of a fun project for me. And then the other ones, it's like, today, for example, I recorded half an hour of, what is it, the weightlifting simulator on Roblox. And it's like, rather than cut that down, I might just split that into 3 10-minute videos, just because it gives me more footage. And honestly, it was pretty funny. Like, there was lots of really good moments. Like, that game is hilarious. It's so stupid. Just people coming over and beating us up. Like, and then even in the oh my gosh, even in the jailbreak, oh gosh, that was so funny. We were just being jerks the whole time. Like, I love being a cop in that game. It's just so trolly. Because we'd, like, befriend the criminals and lure them into bad areas so that they would be breaking the law. And, like, we would build trust with them. And then as soon as they get out into the bad area, we would arrest them just to get some extra money. And then lots of my own personal attacks towards how law enforcement works and stuff. Which, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but... Nothing against, like, the law enforcement people, but the way that it all just works as a system is like, okay, it's weird. I was going to offer to edit your videos for you, but I have absolutely no idea how to edit. Yes, exactly. I actually have quite a few fans that have offered to edit my videos, but I'm kind of picky. And also, it's, how would I put it? It's like, I don't really trust the capability of somebody just randomly offering to edit my videos, as opposed to like Merc actually does a really good job. He doesn't really have like that much experience, obviously, but you see with his videos, like he does good enough cuts, you know, he does good enough meme worthy stuff. If there is ever a point, don't tell Merc I said this, if there is ever a point where I would be making enough money to pay somebody full time, I would legit hire Merc as my editor if he would let me, like if he would want to actually do that as a living, because he does a good enough job. And having an editor, whew, like I just think of how like easy the top YouTubers have it, where they literally just record a video and that's it. Like, oh my goodness gracious, that must be so fun for them. They can just focus on making the video as entertaining as possible without having to worry about making cuts afterwards and editing it and stuff. Because editing takes like basically twice the same amount of time. Like if I record an hour-long video, basically I gotta watch through that hour-long video, making appropriate cuts and stuff like that. So usually I'll try to put down notes for myself to know, okay, I need to make this cut here, I need to make this cut here. And then sometimes you just frankly don't have the time to do that. It's like you gotta meet the deadline, you gotta upload the video like that day, like what I'm gonna do with the Resident Evil series. And so because of it, it means that I gotta go through that whole video making sure I don't make a mistake. Because if I make a mistake, or if I, you know, reach a loading screen that I have to cut, I got to be very, very careful to try and catch that in editing, while also being under the pressure of being on a time limit, you know? And then, yeah, I know, Stratus, like, I know. I can't stand either, like, that's... Like, top YouTubers always complaining about, like, how difficult it is being at the top and how stressful it is and stuff. Like, to be fair, there are aspects of being a YouTuber, trying to meet that deadline, all of that stuff. Like, it is a very, like, it can be a very stressful job, but the point is that it's as stressful as you make it, you know? So that's not really gonna make that much sense to the viewer, obviously. Not unless you were actually doing the videos yourself. But just like all the examples that I just said about trying to meet that deadline and have consistent videos and stuff like that, sometimes you're just not feeling it, and it can end up being very stressful. There was a part for me last year where it was starting to get really, really out of hand trying to manage my videos and edit them and record as much as I was, and it was just like, it was crazy. But thankfully, you know, I started prioritizing myself. And I feel like that was the best thing that I could possibly do. To the point where now it's like, if I need sleep, I sleep. Oh, there's a video I gotta put up today? Nope, I'm sleeping. Because I found that, you know what, in the long run, you're gonna be less stressful, and you're going to end up being, you know, feeling a lot better for making videos themselves. Like, the content itself is going to reflect that much better. Just because you're not going to be as frustrated, you're not going to be as tense, and getting a good night's sleep is probably one of the most important things in the world. I've kind of learned that the hard way. But anyways, yes, to the point, I really don't know like why top YouTubers complain. I think it's because what was it? There was one thing that PewDiePie talked about, and I thought that that was a really good point, is that a lot of people start seeing that making videos is just making money. And what I mean by that is you kind of get into this mentality the moment you start making a actual decent living from YouTube videos, where you suddenly start thinking that you should monetize every aspect of your life. Every game that you play, why aren't you recording it? Because even if you upload a video that is absolute trash, you're still making money off of it, right? And so this mentality in mind gets a lot of people thinking that they have to make a video that says, guys, I'm taking a break, rather than just making a quick little post about it. It would be like me making a video post talking about how there's not going to be a video today because I'm getting some sleep, you know, just for that sake of monetizing that and getting that little extra money, right? Now, that is where it can become extremely stressful, because that might end up just being a few minutes, just a very short video. But the point is that you making a video talking about taking a break is you quite literally doing the opposite of taking a break. You know, like you gotta learn to unplug. Anyways, that's just a long rant, but it's because I get very, very passionate about that, because I've struggled with that myself. Or I got very close to struggling with that. Like, things did end up getting pretty stressful for me at some points. It didn't really show in the videos because I'm good at hiding it. Not to mention, I don't want to hit you guys with drama because I don't care. You know, stress is always there. It's just a passive thing. It's just gonna come at highs and lows. It doesn't matter what you do. But if you can fix it as best as possible and kind of monitor it, then it's like, hey. Anyways, what? If I could hire an editor, though, yeah, it would just be easy street. What can I say? You made a 14 video announcing the console release. Yes, because I talked about the console release, but then I also talked about how you prepare for the update. I felt that it was important enough to talk about all that stuff. And even in that video, I was very specific about saying, well, you know, you guys know what the release date is now, so you don't gotta watch the rest unless you want to know all this extra info. And that's, again, that's completely different. That, you know, there was, for example, I was sitting there with the choice of, do I upload this video as soon as it's rendered so that I can get the video out as soon as possible? But then that puts me under the pressure of having to come up with another Trove video for today. And instead I thought, no, I'm just gonna upload that one and that'll be good enough. Like how this stream is probably gonna go up tomorrow, even though I have a Chaos Chest unboxing video ready, you know? Sites try to be as boring as possible. I want to know what it would be like. Okay, I'll just be like a Twitch streamer then. Oh, hold on. Someone's at the door, guys. No one was actually there. It was just my cat. Oh, and then, here we go. Yeah, I'll just start watching YouTube videos right now. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Seth, and today we're going to be talking about the Trove
I'm not going to show you guys what I'm watching.
So, as of the end of 2018, I've been meaning to do a video like this for quite some time. We're going to be running through all of the different classes. Man, who does this guy think he is, this Scythe Plays guy? Oh, no, wait. If I was a Twitch streamer, I wouldn't even talk, right? I'd just watch the video and maybe laugh about it a little bit. No, seriously, like... I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with being a Twitch streamer. You know, these are people that are streaming for, like, they're streaming 9 to 5. Like, it's a job. It really is. It's very, very different from doing YouTube videos where it's a more focused experience and you can actually edit stuff. And that's how I approach streaming, is I'm a YouTuber. And so that's why, for me, I fill the silence. You know, that's what commentary is. That was my goal as being a YouTuber, is to try and fill the silence. And, you know, I've gotten considerably good at it. But because of it, when I'm doing streams and stuff, it's too weird to just go dead silent and leave it like that for 10 minutes at a time. So that's why I like interacting with you guys. You guys give me a lot to talk about. That's why I have the rants and stuff like that too, because it's like, whatever. But that's fine, you know, Twitch streamers being silent. The one thing that I cannot stand, like, this is actually like the scum of the earth right here, is people that just take Twitch videos and re-upload them. Or, I might get slack for saying this, I've been seeing a lot in my sub feed lately, because YouTube is always trying to recommend everything that you don't want to watch. So there's this Warcraft streamer called Asmongold or something like that, right? He had a video of him doing like a mount off against like a bunch of other players, and it was funny enough. I felt that he was a little bit full of himself, but whatever. And so now YouTube is just constantly recommending me his videos. Okay, whatever. No thanks. I don't want to see this. But it quite literally is like somebody, I don't know if it's him, but they're monetizing these videos where it's literally just Asmongold watching someone else's YouTube video. And to me, that's just, nah. Because Twitch streamers, when they watch videos, they're not doing funny YouTuber reacting to somebody's video where they pause the video and talk and stuff like that. We're talking about a Twitch streamer where they literally just watch the video in dead silence, maybe talk about it afterwards, or just move on to the next video. Like, they literally are just sitting there watching YouTube. It's like streamers do what I do off camera. They just have a camera in their face. Like, to me, it's just like, ugh. Like, that's not okay. How can you be okay making a living off of someone else's hard work? It's just, doesn't make sense to me. Like, there's definitely certain things beyond that. Like, YouTubers are no better. There's a lot of horrible videos on YouTube that just rip people's content off and blah, 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 blah. But I just can't stand like something like that where the content isn't them like actually making a thought towards the video. It's just blatantly, they watch it, it ends, that's it. This guy watching someone else's video, and then they of course name it like all the clickbait titles where it's like, oh, this person reacts to this video, and it's like, no, they don't. They literally just sit there. Anyways, oh man, it's Beast Gaming 81. Mr. Beast, give me $3,000. Do it so I can get my dog surgery and not take it all out of my pay. Come on, man. You helped PewDiePie get a bunch of billboards for no reason. That was just a waste of money. Give me money. Oh, wait, you're an imposter, Beast Gamer 81. Why? Why would you do this to me? Are you just trying to troll me? Oh, my legs. I got way too many tomes. I'm not gonna get all these done today. Like, yikes. Where was that 5-star? Oh, there it is. This one's at least a good one. I'll go for this one. Hee hee. Oh, also thanks, Vexo. Or Vexu. I know I wasn't replying to chat as much, but hey, I'm here. It is I. Don't worry, I'm not going to just keep on ranting. Reptilian Man will respond. See, the reason that I rant so much is because in the Reptilian Kingdom, that's reptilian politics. It's very, very similar to human politics, except I'm actually talking about relevant things instead of just making empty promises. Wow, that got realistic and dark. Oh gosh. Hey, thanks Metasouls, subbed with the tier 1 sub. That's not even a Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate it, man. Adamants, keep up the good grind. Thanks, man. You have to admit, no, Mr. Beast's videos are really entertaining. I don't watch Mr. Beast videos, so I wouldn't know, but I would assume so. That guy's got enough money to throw at, like, everything. And because of it, it's like, oh. Mr. Beast, I'll say, he's a really smart dude. Because he was the first one who realized that if you end up making a video of you donating $10,000 to a streamer, you literally will end up getting that much money and then some back from the video of you donating it. Like, it's just, okay. And now it's just too saturated. It's very, very risky to end up doing something like that to try and make your money back. I wouldn't do it anyways. I'm not making that kind of scratch. But good idea. Now everyone else is doing it. So, hey, more money for Twitch streamers, right? Except for me. Non-licensed sad music. I'm making it up. I'm crying. How much should Gonda go for? I would only buy it for 11 mil, if under that. Even 13 mil to me is too expensive. I should double check and see what it's going for. I kind of, like, I don't know. Should I buy a Gonda and then give it away? Yeah, I probably should. I've always promised you guys that I've wanted to do, well, not promised, but I've always wanted to do something like that. If I ever got one out of a Trove of Wonder, but no. Do you think Trove could learn a thing or two from Portal Knights, Scythe? Yeah. Portal Knights has a lot more going for it, but the game itself ends way too quickly, and honestly has grinding in the worst way possible because most of it is resource grinding rather than actually, like, I like grinding for gear and stuff like that. Plus, Portal Knights, the gameplay itself is, it's not that appealing to me. You know, you kind of just auto-target enemies and you roll around like an idiot. It's a great game, don't get me wrong. I actually, if you guys don't already know, I've got a Portal Knights series back when it was in, I think it was alpha or early access or whatever. But as soon as it came out, I grabbed it. I played through it. I did almost all the grinding off camera, and it was a good time. But it was like, whoa, this is grindier than I would like. I don't want to have to grind 5,000 ore just to end up crafting a new weapon that's going to help me temporarily until I end up getting a better one. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, gone to 19 mil now. Woo, that's inflated. Nope. That's a ripoff, dude. What about Maple Game? I tried Maple Story today. A lot of the story makes it boring. Yeah, it does. Honestly, you play through the beginning part reading the dialogue because it's really, really funny. And then as soon as it starts getting serious, you just skip through all the dialogue. Like, I'm reading it in my Let's Play series just because I think it's funny. I can make the characters sound stupid and stuff like that. And I just give my own narration to it. But yakety, yak, yak, yak. The characters just do not shut up. This is one of the best dungeons, by the way, that I mentioned earlier. The Stargate dungeon. Like, you can just see there's just so many mobs in here. It's really, really good for drops. Because all these guys have a chance to drop, like, crystals and stuff. Like, we've got, like, 5 or 6 crystals already. If the game would stop lagging and my shots would actually register, but these wizard characters are like the strongest in the entire game, by the way. The output of damage that they do is ridiculous. Speaking of which, that comment earlier where you said about the Geode styles unlocking from this world, I swear that's a bug. Because that's something that the Trove devs would overlook. Like, these enemies are probably supposed to drop all of the Geode style stuff. And then they're sitting there thinking, well, we kind of messed up on that. Or they're honestly just not aware of it. But they're like, oh, we messed up, but we're going to leave it because technically it'll sell us more of those Geode Topside cash. Because that's how they think. Would it be smart buying Gondar or unboxing? I'd buy it. If you needed Gonda even at 20 mil, which is ridiculous, you've got better odds of just buying the Gonda than unboxing it. It depends though. Like if you're a starting player, people usually get Gonda right away. Like I'll probably unbox Gonda on my alt character. And I've spent, what, 35 mil or 40 mil on Troves of Wonder. And no Gonda. So I'm just not gonna unbox any more Troves of Wonder. Like it's just ridiculous drop chance. Because they don't like build up towards you getting a guaranteed drop, which is one of the biggest problems with Trove. I know there's a karma bar, but not in a good way. Like the karma bar should not only work towards giving you a guaranteed rare, there should eventually give you a guaranteed of the rare that you want. Like that's how Magic Find actually works in Diablo 3. It's a prime example because Diablo, I mean, these guys invented Magic Find, right? And drop chances and stuff. Basically, the way that the game works with Diablo, in short, is the game will calculate how long it's been since you ended up getting a rare drop, and eventually, like, as you're playing the game, you have a chance of just getting a rare drop out of nowhere. But then, as you end up playing the game longer and longer periods of time, the game starts slowly building up a multiplier that eventually forces the game to give you a guaranteed drop. And I think that's around like the 2 or 3 hour mark or something like that. I actually really got into Diablo 3, despite the fact that I'd never really had it on the channel much. But that's how Magic Find is supposed to work. That's how drop chances are supposed to work. They understand this because as you end up getting rare drops, even if it's not something that you necessarily want, at least you feel like you're making progress and thus you don't quit. That's how it's supposed to be. Player satisfaction. And they make it feel so good when you get a rare drop in Diablo. Like, okay. Your screen basically explodes and just goes BANG! You hear this glorious sound. Then you see on the mini map, you see this nice little star icon that shows you, hey, grab this. This is rare. See, and then there you go. Prime example. I spent 4 mil on Troves of Wonder and got Gonda. So there you go. Like I can't say whether it's going to be better to invest in Troves of Wonder or not, because you're looking at a guy that just won't get anything. But my Trove luck sucks. It does. Just to be sure I understood you correctly, with every box opened, you don't get a higher chance of getting Gonda. It's basically a 0.01%, and it doesn't increase with each box open. Yes, exactly. That's Trove in a nutshell. Everything about Trove works like that. There is no multiplier. Nothing is building to giving you a guaranteed drop, and thus lots of people that get to the end game feel very unsatisfied because, take Diamond Dragon Eggs, for example. I've unboxed... I don't even know how many Empowered Gem boxes I've unboxed. I never technically got my 3rd Diamond Dragon Egg out of all of the Empowered Gem boxes I opened. So if there was no way to craft Diamond Dragon Eggs, I legit would never be able to get my 3rd Primordial Dragon. And then the devs like to pretend that they're good at math. Like, time to stop buying Troves of Wonder. Yeah, because it tricks you, man. Like, that's the thing, is you think that Trove is like every other game and that you're building up a multiplier or something, but nope. You just randomly, like, that's why new players to the game get Diamond Dragon Eggs left and right, and then somebody like myself who has unboxed an unfathomable amount, and nope. But you always think, well, it's cheaper than buying Gonda. No, not on average. It's usually cheaper to just buy the mount. Even at 20 mil, it's ridiculous price, but you'd be better off just saving and getting yourself the guarantee. Which applies to pretty much all the drop rates in Trove. Like, unfortunately, none of them are scaled properly. Like, what they would have to do to scale things properly is rebalance everything based on the player base, instead of acting like there's a million people playing this game, which there isn't. But then on top of it, the economy in Trove is absolutely broken, especially on PC, because there was a bug where you could dupe Flux, and while they banned quite a few people, a lot of people ended up still have infinite Flux. They didn't ban them. But the problem is that the reason why Gonda is so expensive is there's people that flip in the market. So they just buy all of the Gondas that are 11 mil, and then they just up the price to 20 mil because somebody will buy it, right? And then they just made themselves an extra 10 mil. That's just how it is. I mean, the fact that there's how many Gondas on the market right now, like 4 or 5, just goes to show how little people are actually getting it. Or how little people are getting it and selling it, I guess I should say, but I don't know. Do you have any idea if the devs have talked anything about this multiplayer? No. The best we've got in Trove is the Karma Bar, which just gives you a guaranteed drop after a while. And even then, a lot of the boxes don't actually have these drops for some reason, like the Karma Bar. I think that everything in the game, like every box in the game, should have the Karma Bar. There's no reason for it not to. And they shouldn't make it 60. Like, almost all the boxes are 60 boxes that you have to open in order to end up triggering Karma. They should adjust that number accordingly. Like, Troves of Wonder should cost maybe 30, because that's already quite a bit of flux right there for the average player, especially considering that there's not really that many ways for a free-to-play player to make flux, you know? On top of that, everything being untradeable, like, it's just... There's just so many weird, dumb, backwards decisions with this game that I really don't agree with. It's weird, too, because it's like this game basically is like a single-player game where you have to unlock everything yourself that you also happen to be able to play online with hundreds of people. Like, it's like, okay. Weird, man. It's very, very strange. But unfortunately, I think it's got to do with the devs not having that much experience with online games. And then on top of that, or at least that's the impression that I get. On top of that, I think it's just because they're very... I wouldn't say that they're very old, like their age doesn't really come into play. I think it's just that they're not very experienced with games in general. Like, you can kind of just tell that they're... it's like they went to college for game design without actually being passionate about gaming. You know what I mean? But when they saw the thing about the lore keeper fragment bug, they fixed that on the moment. Yeah, of course they did. Anything that makes our lives easier, they get rid of right away, because in their eyes, if, you know, something like that exists, then it makes something in the cash shop pointless. And anything that makes the cash shop pointless to them is top priority. That's why when they had the flux duping glitch, they patched that right away as soon as they ended up hearing about it, which rightly so. But they didn't end up pulling the server back because they got too many people complaining and unfortunately can't accept criticism to save their lives. This was just issues with Trine Worlds in general that ended up kind of going towards the devs themselves. Like, so many of these things are such easy fixes and they always just do it in like the worst way possible. Now, I'm not trying to badmouth everything. You know, obviously they've done a lot of things right with this game. Why else am I still playing it after all this time? But, yeah, there's a lot of things where it's just like, why aren't you guys, like, listening to us? You're clearly not listening to the player base. Unfortunately, the way that Trove's design used to work is the devs do take feedback, but they would only really take feedback from the people that suck up to them. It's pretty much the best way that I can put it. And unfortunately, the people that suck up to them are the tryhards of this game, the people at the end game that think they're cool for being at the end game of this game that is extremely simple because the math sucks in it. And they're not good for feedback. They're really not. Because these people, all they do is just get like top daughter of the moon time, and they think they're cool for that, even though that in itself is just using exploits. And I'm not saying every purple name in this game is like that bad. They're not. I've actually been really good friends with a lot of people that are at the end game with Trove and everything like that. But they're, for the most part, it's kind of a pretentious thing, right? And unfortunately, the devs listen to these players rather than the vast majority. Take Starfire Dragon fragments. I don't even need to say more about that. You know what I'm saying. Like, just look at that. It's a mess. That's another thing that could, you know, be benefited towards either having less fragments required, having it so it eventually guarantees you a drop, because everything in the game should have a karma bar, not only the boxes, the enemies too. And it should be in distinct karma bars for individual items. Like, we should be slowly building up a karma to give us a guaranteed Crystal 3 that would end up resetting whenever you end up getting a Crystal 3. Or just building up in general. And then have a separate one for Crystal 2. Have a separate one for Dragon Egg fragments, so on and so forth, so that the player actually feels gratified and rewarded for actually putting in hours and hours of grind time instead of just being completely overlapped by some new player that just had better luck than you. You know? And thus, players end up quitting, including endgame players. And it's just, these are one of the many things that are wrong with Trove. That's one of the biggest things that I would fix if I was in charge of anything. What video card do you have? Too powerful. 1080 Ti. I know I mostly play like stupid games like Roblox and stuff, but hey, at least I'm not like PewDiePie where I'm rocking a $10,000 computer to watch memes. And every now and then, you know, I'm going to be playing Anthem with max settings. I'm going to be playing Resident Evil with max settings, so it pays to have a good computer. The biggest reason, though, why I have a god computer is because while playing Trove might not necessarily require the strongest computer possible, recording it at steady frame rate does actually require quite a good computer. Because, unfortunately, this game's not optimized. That's another big thing that I feel takes a lot away from it, unfortunately. Because otherwise, I do enjoy the game. Like, I don't mean to be so overly critical. It's just these specific things that are just absolutely broken about the game, but otherwise the rest of it I really enjoy. You know, even doing this, it's like, it's fun for me. It's just grindy and kind of boring for a lot of people, but there's something about it that I enjoy. Do you think GameAgo will move the game into the right away? I don't know what you mean. Oh, you mean like make the right decisions? So there was actually a post GameAgo put out an article. I didn't make a video talking about it. I probably should, just for those that are interested. But in short, it was GameAgo talking about their plans for all of the Trine Worlds games. And they ended up mentioning how what they want to do is move all of the Trine Worlds games away from the loot crate system and the randomness of the loot crate system. And instead, they wanted to focus more on different subscription tiers. Or they didn't say that specifically. That's just an educated guess of what they were talking about. But otherwise, they talked about how they wanted to kind of move the game more towards a hybrid system of sub tiers and stuff like that to monetize the games instead of the loot crate system. So there is the possibility that Trove could end up getting better still from beyond this point. But I don't know. I mean, we gotta just kind of wait and see. Because as of right now, all we're really gonna get with Trove is new events and stuff like that. That's pretty much it. The default super sampling is 1, which has no effect on FPS. Oh, you're scaring me. Tome, yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Boy. Appreciate you. I don't know why I'm even going for these bomber tomes. Like, I have everything from Season 1, and Season 2 is just not showing up for some dumb reason. Even when they were asked in the stream, they're like, ah. Yeah, is the super sampling, is that the one that makes Trove uglier? If I'm not mistaken. Scythe, get them to put Roblox on the Switch as well. We need that. No, that would be sick. It actually would. Oh my gosh. For the sim games, that would actually make the grinding way better if you had it on the Switch. Because then you could just be playing it on the go. Oh, dude, they gotta put Roblox on the Switch. Oh, that would be so good. I don't even think Roblox is on PS4, though, is it? It's only on Xbox. What is Chaos Factor? Chaos Factor increases the amount of daily Chaos chests that you end up getting on the daily reset. You get Chaos Factor from spending every $1,000 of Trove gives you 1 more Chaos Factor. Yes, there is an auto run. You just gotta associate the key. Hands free. But then you also can get Chaos Factor. There is the rarest chance possible to get a Chaos coin out of a Chaos chest. They used to be tradable, and that's why some people like myself have an absurdly high... It's not really absurd, but we have a much higher Chaos Factor than the average player can actually get from this point on, because the Chaos coins used to be tradable, and I bought, I think, 1 or 2 of them back in the day. So that's 1 to 2 more Chaos Factor than the average player, you know? How do you activate auto run? Literally just set it up in your hotkeys, and then you just press that button. and then there you go. Like, I have it set to F, so I just tap F, and then he just auto walks forward. Super sampling makes the game run at a higher resolution and then downscales it again. It's basically another version of anti-aliasing. Oh, right. What are my settings? I'm pretty sure I have everything like maxed out. My field of view, obviously not. Gamma and brightness. I hate SSAO. That's the one, not super sampling. Yeah. That's the one that I don't like. Because if you put it on, I mean, oh. Some people like it. Like, in a lot of ways, it does actually make the game look a little bit better. Basically, what it does is adds a little shadow between blocks. So, like this shadow right here that we see in the middle of our screen. And, I don't know. Some people like it. I don't. Like, it, in one way, does make the game look a little bit sharper. But it's kind of an optical trick. And personally, I'm just not as into it because I make it, to me, it feels like it separates the blocks and kind of puts like a black outline around them all. That just, it hurts my eyes. I just generally don't like it. Like, there we go. Like, look at this. Isn't that so much better? Yeah, it adds more depth to everything, but unfortunately, it's not like it's not like it's designed very well. It just kind of does it with everything. So it's like even your character will end up having like all of these shadows around every single like voxel that's beside each other, and it's just I don't like it. Some people do, but I don't care. I really don't like it. Generally, just kind of bothers me. I like the simpler graphics. I think Trove should embrace that. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Stratus. It adds more depth to everything. And also massively knocks performance. Yes. That's for sure. Because it has to load it for every single square. Which I'm already fine with what we got right here. Like, I like this. I still want, like, I want /retro mode. That's a command that you guys can use to make the game look like this. I want this, but with anti-aliasing. Because I love the filter that we've got here. Like, I love how vibrant and colorful it makes everything. But I want it to actually have, like, anti-aliasing and not just be, like, pixelated and broken. Like, imagine this as just the normal graphics. Like, everything kind of looks cartoonish. I really, really like it. It kind of washes the colors out. There's all these nice shading and stuff. Like, it's just... I like it a lot. I don't know. Bloop. Reshade's got to reactivate every single time I keep doing this. Oh, is it not reactivating? Did Reshade reactivate? Oh yeah, now it did. Did it? Maybe it didn't. I think it did. Random fact, if you run retro mode at 4K, it turns the game to 1080p as it quarters the resolution. Oh. So is that a way that you can kind of cheat it to get it to look a little bit sharper? Does it actually do that, Stratus? Or does it just downscale it and always look kind of uggles? Oh, I'm surprised. Surprised that we missed this. Quick, the least favorite thing in Trove is... I mean, I kind of already ranted about it. I don't know, I guess optimization? Maybe? Doesn't really affect me as much, but I don't know. I'd say the lag, probably, just off the top of my head, because when you're rubber banding and you're trying to do like these precise jumps and stuff like that, or just rush through dungeons as fast as possible, because that's where this game shines. That's where I love it. It's just doing what we're doing, you know, at a nice consistent speed. But yeah, optimization, the servers, those are pretty much the big ones that need fixing. All the other stuff is just kind of... It is stupid that we don't have, like, guaranteed drops and stuff like that eventually come into the game. Blah, 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 blah. Like, it's not very well designed, sure. But if we're looking at the game as a whole, okay, that's just the dev decision. Not much we can do about it. But optimization should actually be a thing. Like, it's really bad. Is that Vanguard costume a mod? Because it looks sick. Yes, it is. I didn't make it. I don't want to take credit for it. Because lots of people are always asking. The Ignite Draco Lich, I think the costume's called. It's already actually been accepted into the game, so it's up to whenever the devs decide to put it into the game that everyone's going to be able to have access to it. Yikes, almost at a 2-hour stream. Yeah, we're going to be ending this really soon. Roblox isn't even optimized that well, and it runs on phones. It's optimized pretty well. Or should I say that it's just uggles. There's just not much going on with Roblox. To be fair, certain games do run really, really badly on Roblox, but I think that's just the way that people design it. Like, you gotta be careful about what you put on the maps and junk like that. Alright, let's do the enhanced UI. So that I can get all these boxes. Ah! I'm transforming! Loot collect. Boop, 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 boop. Arcane Cosmic Gem. Which one? What was it? What was it highlighting? Like, what was that? Okay, I think we're done with everything, yeah? That's enough of my tomes for now. I don't really want to do the rest because I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugh. I'll just have to do an hour stream sometime. Maybe tomorrow, because I gotta kind of get things out of the way and prepared, stock up on some videos so I can start getting that Resident Evil and all the Anthem stuff. Even stuff like RuneScape is being ported to console. Yeah. Keeps all the graphics. Well, to be fair, that game's not like that beautiful. It's intensive on PC, really? Huh. Maybe they're really good at porting. I don't know. I have 2K Magic Find, stayed with you the whole time, and didn't get a single C2. RIP! And there you go. If you didn't like Trove, you would just be like, screw this. You're not going to bother anymore. In fact, you might even be sitting there thinking, well, I'm going to keep playing Trove, but I'm not going to bother trying to get a Crystal 2 because that's stupid. That's how it is, man. Yeah, Magic Find doesn't really, like, it's weird. We don't exactly know how Magic Find works with Crystal. It's that you can get Crystal gear, like, more often. I don't even know if Magic Find makes a difference for it. Have you tried Starbound? Yeah, I had a Starbound series, like, once upon a time. Actually, even before, like, Trove ended up taking off, my Starbound series was actually really popular. I did a lot of builds in it. And people were generally really interested in it because I just kind of built my own areas and made like lore around all the characters and stuff. And eventually I ended up getting to the point, like I love doing medieval villages. I made like a huge Geode town and stuff like that. And it was a lot of fun. I actually really liked it. Used a lot of mods. And then I ended up trying to do a weird, the last project I did was a weird, it was like a modern city. So that was a very difficult project for me because I had to have like these houses on a block where you would walk into them and then walk back down, but it had all these little details like the basement and the attic and stuff like that. And then I did try to do a Reborn series, if you want to call it that, of Starbound, since it launched, and I was not impressed. It was pretty much the exact same game, but actually removed a lot of features that originally were in, and it was just like, nah, I don't care, this is boring. To me, Starbound is a great game with a lot of potential, but what it should have done was just had 5 very focused planets that were all each of the different biomes, rather than the whole infinite planet thing. Because with it being infinite planets, you get the No Man's Sky thing, where they are just random, and eventually you start seeing everything in the game already. Like, I would have thought it would be way cooler for Starbound to be like, oh, you have to repair your ship, and then you can launch to the next planet, and so on and so forth. Maybe you get to the desert planet as, like, the second last or something, and your ship is, like, missing a part because a thief got it. So it's the quest planet, right? Maybe focusing more on dungeons and stuff. The ice planet, obviously, you gotta worry about freezing, and then finally the last planet would just be, like, the darkness planet. I don't know. That's what I thought Starbound should have been, honestly. anyways, guys, I think we're gonna call it for this stream, and then otherwise I'll probably do a pretty short MapleStory stream of me just getting my daily stuff out of the way. And then there's the possibility that we'll do Roblox. I might just play Roblox. I don't know if I'll stream it. We'll see. I'll probably just be in the general chat with that, which means that there is the risk of random uggles joining, but it's usually pretty good. But I'll start a MapleStory stream in a bit. I gotta take a little bit of a break here because I've been talking for like 2 hours. Thanks for watching though, guys. Really appreciate it as always. Throw down a follow if you haven't already to be notified of updates. Otherwise, you can just follow me on Twitter. I always post when I end up doing live streams on both Twitch and YouTube because notifications are uggles. Max PR is 2 more than what I've got right now. So 340, 50. And then otherwise, yeah, have yourselves a great day. You guys know all of the ways that you can support me down below, or you can throw me a sub with Twitch Prime. It's absolutely free for the first month. And, I mean, you can end up just unsubbing after that first month, and I still end up getting the money from it somehow. It's crazy. But yeah, anyways, thanks for coming out. Sign on. Stay epic, everybody.